Kind of hard to do on one of these older style guitars, but they still sound cool.
Can you hit me a couple of power chords? Because that really gets me, you know. There we go. Yeah. The Australian national anthem.
Yeah, man.
See? Everybody knows AC/DC.
Uh-huh.
So, Marshall, has it been a year since we talked?
A year. Yeah.
That's craziness.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, dude. It's definitely been a year.
Like since we started talking.
Since we start. Yeah. No. Yeah. And did an interview.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, when we were talking about miles to go. So I love the fact you've got this really sweet little home studio situation.
Yep.
Rocking in here, and there's so many cool things on the wall, including did I see a picture of Johnny Cash back there in the corner where he's looking very, very far back there in the corner? Is that Johnny Cash back in there?
He's in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. He and the small picture in the corner there is him and June on stage kissing. Johnny was always my my guru. Come back here. I didn't really want to show you the mess, but I kind of just throw stuff in this room for now. But
oh wow, you have got
peek
stuff
right here, but you got to see this one.
Okay.
Go ahead and peek your phone around here.
Right here. Oh yeah. The T-shirt.
Yep.
The one that's become a T-shirt.
Yep.
So good.
He's the guy.
Joaquin Phoenix did such an amazing job in that movie.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I walked the line. What a super cool.
I don't know if I told you this, but this is what I was named after.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Holy cow. You know, is it weird to say that my favorite Johnny Cash song, I think, was the last one? That really haunting. Oh,
dude.
What a song.
And you know what's kind of ironic about that is, you know, how we just both found out that we're both rockers. That was Trent Reznor lyrics, you know, so that's 9 Inch Nails.
Wow.
That Rick Rubin, you know, is a very sought after producer. He's produced Metallica albums. I mean, you name it, he's done it. Johnny Cash sought after him on that last record that he did. And Rick brought Johnny that song. He was like, "Here, I want you to try this.
Make it yours."
Yeah, because 9 Inch Nails had done it years ago. And you listen to it, it has nothing on that acoustic Johnny Cash version. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's just very powerful.
So Guns N' Roses has, no matter what, they have Sweet Child of Mine. Mm-hmm. They've done so many cooler other things, but their forever Sweet Child of Mine is the anthem.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to bring up Miles to Go because it's my thing with you.
Uh-huh.
I know you have lots of other music.
Yep.
There was a time there where you didn't like that song so much.
Oh, no.
Were you worried it defined you or something? Or like, was it just too cliche for you?
You know, it was music as a whole, but, you know, anytime something just becomes a paycheck, you know, it's when you stop enjoying what you're doing, or you can hear that same thing every night, you know, play Miles to Go.
Yeah, yep.
And you get to a point where you're asking yourself, why are you still doing this? Because you're still not being able to make ends meet. You're leaving your family. You're gone all the time. These people love you for those 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but then they don't care nothing about you when it's over, you know. So it just became every day, miles to go. And I think what really happened was I didn't realize it, but I was creating miles, and but I wasn't allowing myself to open up to that. I had forgot what Miles to Go was about. Was the whole idea why I hated it, because I forgot why I wrote it in the first place. You know, and once you opened me up. Believe it or not, I mean, when I see this interview, you talking about this song to somebody, and I'm like, wait a minute, are we talking about the same song? And I go back and listen to it, and I go back and look at the original chart that I created as me and my best friend were texting back and forth, writing this song through text, and we're charting it out, and man, that's the song that I wrote. That's the song that I wrote. Not the one that I was playing 2 years before. That's the song that I wrote.
The sweetest memories leave the deepest scars.
The sweetest memories leave the deepest scars. Those words were right there, man. It was, we had hit a roadblock to where band members were leaving. I was doing everything. I was driving. I had the equipment. I ran sound from the stage. Plus, I'm supposed to be, you know, I'm always humble. That's one of my biggest mottos, but you have to be a showman. You know, Marshall Lowry was the guy, so he had to be on point. Mm-hmm. And I got tired. You know, it was just because I forgot why I was doing it. I forgot why, just like with the lyrics, I forgot what the lyrics were about.
Yeah.
And that time off and being able to relive music again through different styles and genres and learning songs. And I started doing Southern Cross by, you know, Crosby, Stills, Nash. And I've loved that song my whole life, but I would have never taken the time to learn it until I stopped and realized how much I loved music.
Yep.
You know? After being on the road for 10 years and miles to go.
I played you my buddy Adam's song Fly earlier on. Isn't it profound how you can listen to music all day and hear 100 songs during the day on stereo, but then one will just jump out and grab you by the heart and go, wake up.
Boy howdy. Yep.
Flies like that for me. I think about that with my sons, and Adam always plays me the stuff before he releases it for me. He'll go, hey, Spruik, listen to this.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? Yeah. And tell me you don't think of your sons when you think of that song. And I say to you, tell me you don't think about your 3 daughters when you heard that song.
Man, I can't quote it word for word, but when that first line came out, and he said something along the lines of, give more than what you expect to get.
Yep.
You know, basically, and I hear myself just, you know, telling my girls, you know, and just, man, don't stop, you know, just fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all I want for them, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, wow. It gives me cold chills. And it comes out, that first lyric, man, you know, he says that.
Yeah.
And the second line was really powerful too. And I can't remember what it said, but it was along, you know, those same.
Yep.
It was very, very, very powerful. It's definitely going on my playlist.
So I spoke to Josh Richards at Knoxville, Late Models. Said, what was it like? You know, how did that whole video clip come about? And and that's got to be something super cool. He's going to always look back on.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a rocket commercial.
That's a rocket commercial. Yep.
I don't know if now, and they're based just down the road from here.
Yeah, not very far at all. At 10 minutes maybe. I remember when we first got the idea, and we went to meet with them at their garage. It's been so long now, but the producer that did the video and had the idea of not racing idea, this guy wanted to turn it into like a love story.
Oh. And
I was very excited that Mark, Josh's dad, spoke up, because he said, no, Scott and Marshall brought us a song about racing, about dirt track. Now you're wanting to go video my son and his wife and her broken heart while he's got on the road miles to go. And I said, no, Mark, you're right. He said, you tell him what you want. And that's, you know, which Josh's wife didn't, from what I remember, Josh's wife didn't want to be in the video. There was a photograph of her in it, but that's where her part stopped. And I think it made sense. It was about a race car driver he had a family.
Yep.
He left his family for while he was gone, but it was the story of a race car driver being around and around and around on a track, miles to go before being on that truck to get to the next track, being on the road to get back home, miles to go. It was that. So I was very glad that Mark stepped up and said, no, that's not what they brought us.
It speaks way more broadly than a race car song.
Yep.
Yep. The whole miles to go thing is actually pretty.
Yep.
Not even about a highway.
Not even about a highway. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I told you this I'm sure I did. I tell everybody in an interview. When I first started putting the song together, only because Nashville told me we need a side B, and I'd sent them 10 songs, and they didn't like them. They liked one song and said, you need one more. We need a side B. So my first idea was, writing Whitney a song, my wife. It's early in the morning. She wakes up to the sound of the storm. That was the line. I was like, all right, I'm going to write a song about my wife. And do you know what made it even deeper is because it's not that it's not about her, because I still have her in my heart when I'm singing it. Because if you think about the miles that she has to go before she sleeps every day of her life with her kids and her job and taking care of me, and the miles that she has to wait when I'm out there, there's miles. I mean, it's miles a minute, man.
It's a beautiful melody though, and that doesn't suck either, man, because it gets stuck. You said about the memories and stuff. Mellencamp, Minutes to Memories.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, life strips away the dreams that we had planned. You are young and you are the future, so suck it up, tough it out, and be the best you can.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And it was hard to try to be the best entertainer I could be, and be the best husband I could be, and be the best father I could be all at the same time. Because you miss so many things, and you're gone so much, and I wasn't even in it. Like, I was just a guy. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'd be on the road playing and just club gigging around here or around, the surrounding states. And it was hard then, but it was anything's hard when you aren't doing it the right way, or you're trying to take it a direction it's not supposed to go in. And that's what I was doing. I was completely just paycheck, paycheck, paycheck. I love music. Oh my God, I don't love music anymore. I just need that paycheck. This is sad to say. I don't even know if I should say it, but there would be nights when I wouldn't play Miles to Go. That's how bad it became, because I didn't realize what was right in front of me. I guess is one day my wife said, have you ever just stopped and just looked at what was right in front of you? Yeah. Yeah. And she said, and she wasn't really into 80s hair bands like I was, but she said, sometimes you don't even get this second chance to take a look at it. Sometimes you don't realize what you got till it's gone. You remember that old song?
Yeah.
And
Cinderella. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s rock hairband freak, man.
Yeah.
I often say to Adam, I wish you could stand with me in the crowd when you sing.
Yeah.
And I wish you could see how people hang on every word, because they can be having a shit day during the week. They're in the car, and that song's all that gets them through.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
And he can see people sing it back at him through the spotlight, but he can't stand shoulder to shoulder with someone when they've got their beer in their hand or their arm around their girl. So Miles to Go for me, that's kind of where you sit with me, but it's not all you are. But I can't help it, man. The clip, the melody, the message, all of it.
Yep.
And it's kind of why I'm sitting here in Fairmont, West Virginia right now, talking to you about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. To hear you say all that thing, I think my head just went, because to think a year ago, I'm trying to figure out, all right, look, I don't do mornings well, and this guy has to do and I'm going to do 6 o'clock in the morning here, and it's, evening, and to you sitting here right now is kind of how that all transpired.
Well, I got miles to go, man.
You got miles to go, dude. You certainly do. My God, you got serious.
That's what brought me here, man. Like, I had to get miles to go to get here.
Yep.
It's good to see you, mate.
You too, man. It's been awesome having you here today.
Don't stop, all right? Don't stop playing
Never.
because you're good at what you do, man. It's in your heart, and
It is.
you're good at it.
I just had to find it again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like with anything. I just had to find. Well, why did I fall in love with it in the first place? You know. Yeah. It's not going away.
That's the guitar your wife gave you, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'll tell you why. Most of these I didn't pick out.
Yep.
I
I like the purple one. Purple one's badass. And the strap.
Which one? The purple one?
Yeah, and the strap.
That was, she knew that I wanted a Paul Reed Smith guitar. She didn't know how much I was going to love a purple guitar, though.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out I love it very much. I mean, it's freaking purple, man.
Hey, it's good enough for Prince.
Exactly. This one, however, I had my eye on in catalogs and online, and the reason was I saw Keith Urban ripping one. I saw Keith Urban rip Stratocasters, Telecasters, you name it. And, you know, I've got some of those kind of guitars, but I never saw Keith pull out a guitar and I said I wanted that one until I saw him play this one.
So play me out anything for your girls. Tell me their names, your beautiful wife's name, and play something out for me.
All right. So
No pressure.
No pressure.
Huh.
What's my wife's name again?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to help you out here, mate, not help you out of the house.
My wife's name is Whitney. We've been together almost 10 years. We actually started our relationship right here where we're sitting. This was her apartment, this studio.
Wow.
So there's a lot of memories here. Then my oldest daughter's Mia. Whitney's not her biological mother, but she has raised her. That is her mother, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She is 13. And then Morgan was mine and Whitney's first child. She is 3. She'll actually be 4 here this month. Yeah.
She's wide open.
Yeah. She's your little buddy, man. I knew she would be too. And then Jacqueline. She was named after my Paul, the man that raised me. Jacqueline, she just turned 1 in June. You know what's crazy is I wanted, obviously I wanted a son someday, and I wanted to name him Jack after my Paul. And we had a third daughter, and that was wonderful. Her name's Jacqueline, and we call her Jack. My Paul was born, his birthday was June 4th, and Jacqueline was born June 2nd. Almost made it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, play me something out. I don't care what. No pressure. Could be Eruption, could be Miles to Go, could be anything. Play me something pretty, could you?
Play something pretty?
Could you play me something real pretty, could you, Marshall?
Let's see.
Let's see. That'll do it. Yeah. Sharon!
All right.
It's good to see you, brother.
You too, man.